The slogan is "We're all in this together." And I tell people to get her is the word together. And of course, Tom Hanks and everybody championed that slogan when it got started. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife, the bride of Christ, and his wife hath made herself ready. And to her, we're all in this to her. You just put the word get right in between it. And to her was granted that she would be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white, for the fine linen is the righteousness of the saints. And he said unto me, Write, blessed are they which are called. It's a calling. We've been over that. Unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he saith unto me, These are the true sayings of God. So, when you Google the slogan, there's all kind of, it's the COVID-19 slogan. We're all in this together, COVID-19. That's what I searched. Because that's what when I'm watching the NFL draft, and because you got to be in the club. You got to be on Team Lucifer. And by the way, I mentioned it and forgot to do it in my last. Nice little video by probably Alexandra. Of course, with all YouTube channels, I'm never sure what they're all about, but I vetted this one. It runs 60 minutes and 3 seconds, but I would say only 55 of it. So in less than an hour, because there's a little pre and then there's a little post. But in 55 minutes, she tells you as much about Lucifer and the light is Lucifer and the light bearer, and the way that they have. Well, when you watch a video, you will then be able to understand what I mean when I tell you that you have to be in the club, to be on TV, to have any voice on TV. I don't care if it's sports or anything. So,
everyone, it's Alexandra, and this is the first video in a series called Mind Game. I'm calling it.
And the first Mind Game episode is titled, can you see that? Sorry. My camera's on stilts, so I can't get that close and low at the same time. It's a tripod, and it just won't bend that way. But it's called Mind Game, light. And we know that Lucifer is light. Satan disguises himself as an angel of light, is how the Bible verse goes. But so we're all in this together, and I couldn't help but find one that actually had a crown on it. Because this is all about Donald Trump, the Antichrist, receiving his crown, his corona. And this was Campbell County, Wyoming official website. ccgov.net, it says. So if I click on that, Campbell County, Wyoming, civic alerts, ccgov.net/civic alerts. So that's where they got that from. And they run your governments. Yes, they run your media. Yes, they run everything. And so I'm going to post her video in this. So really it's a good promotion for her video. And if I know you, and let's just say, if you watch this and I know you, message me for another video that I don't want to put on there. It's because I try to keep I try not to say too much because, like I said, they run everything around us. But message me, say, I finished it. I watched all of it. It was great. Now give me the other one. I'll send you another one where it really describes the club in a lot more details. And yeah, there's various clubs also, like Skull and Bones, where Bush and Kerry were both members of Skull and Bones, a secret society, and there's the Jesuits. But then there's one I won't mention because it's local and it's everywhere. Like Eisenhower said, in every city, every state house, every office of the federal government. And they're political, economic, and even spiritual. And they have their own spirit world, which is Lucifer, is light, the light bearer. He's the good guy that freed Adam and Eve from being trapped from the cruel and vindictive God in the Garden of Eden. And it's also spiritual because they control all forms of churchianity in America. And she goes over that too. She does a great job with it. So this is a very short video. Just keep in mind this. We're all in this together is to get her, because it has begun. The Antichrist has received his corona. And let's go back. And I show y'all through all the predictive programming that Donald Trump is Batman, and Batman is the Illuminati's Antichrist as a superhero. That's what that's all about. And I showed y'all a little Batman clip from the old TV show in my day, where I think her name was Mrs. Howard. I don't know, the one that ran Wayne Manor. I don't know if she was his aunt or something. She said, "Tap for Skull and Bones, sir. He founded Skull and Bones. So League of Shadows, Skull and Bones, yeah, it's just all about the secret society. And it's called, again, Mystery. Babylon the Great. It's a mystery. It is a secret. You know, it's, people go, oh, you're a conspiracy. Conspiracy theorist was a derogatory term that the CIA put out to make anybody that tells you the truth about something look like they got a screw loose. And don't think that we aren't wrong 1,000 times about certain stuff as we start to come into this. Because why? Because they control the conspiracy theory websites. Anything that goes viral, that's them. That's them. And they will expose a lot of their world to get you hooked in. And as we get closer and closer to the end, which is where we're at, they start exposing more and more and more. That Out of the Shadows video was like, it exposed everything. Then they get into Pizzagate, which is pro-Trump, anti-Hillary. I'm like, I'm out. Because Trump was just as wrapped up with Epstein as anyone else was. Not a word about that. So, you know, the QAnon cult that people are sadly sucked into, that's a crying shame. But that crown that you saw on the coronavirus, I mean, how fitting. And that was a government agency. And again, they run the governments. They run everything around you. Try to go to a government agency and get fluoride taken out of your water. Watch. You're like, hey, don't you want to save money on your budget? No, they have to do it. It's a mafia for Satan. That's what your government is. You got to be a made man to move up in the mafia. Got to be down with the plan. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him. You're taking part in a ritual event right now, and pagans always wear a mask not always, I'm sorry, but pagans many times, or oftentimes, will wear a mask during a ritual event. So that's why the mask wearing is, and they love to show off their masks, don't they? Sure they do. I see them all the time on TV, all posing with their masks on, and you can't even catch a virus like that, man. Insane. All right, see ya.